Particle cannon activated. Particle cannon activated. Particle cannon activated. activated.
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. Welcome back to the World Series 2023. Today we've got a spicy one for you. Fargo against Tumstep in a best of 13 is the quarterfinals of this absolutely massive tournament. I do have the bracket for you, which we are going to quickly load up into. Down in the bottom left, we've got Lift Truck. We've got Vivid waiting for another quarterfinal there. We've got Fargo and Tumstep for this quarterfinal here. We'll then move on to the semifinal. And then up in the top right, with Excalibur, Staz, Big Size, and Maricar down in the bottom right. Place your bets on who you think is going to win this World Series. There's also a poll open on the channel, on the chat. You can vote. 55% currently picking Fargo to win. Best of 13 means you need to win 7. Let's be right back 1 second while they're choosing the map. Okay, looks like the first map will be Snowy Drought. I think it's an interesting one, this one. Fargo's obviously been playing loads and loads lately, loads of sets against loads of the top players, and I think that will massively help him here. Probably why I'm picking him as favorite, as are the chat, by the way. And then there's Tumstep, who's been a bit of a beast as of recent months, but I think in September he started back at school, and I reckon that I haven't added up his games or seen his activity, but I reckon that probably has impacted his activity. Gone from playing 24/7 to just a few hours in the evening, probably. Has that impacted him or not? I think Fargo's probably quite at his max, and I think Tumstep is probably a little bit less than his max. That's just my feeling. I might be completely wrong. Yeah, could be completely wrong altogether. So yeah, I'm slightly edging towards Fargo, but I don't know. I think, but both of them can turn up on their absolute A game, and when they are on their A game, they're very difficult to beat. I'm just hoping that they both turn up like that, and then it will end in an epic decider, probably. Right, let's see. Fargo is currently AFK. There's a 2-minute delay on the stream. What a good way to start the weekend. We'll just type into Fargo on the other screen, trying to get him to choose a map and go. So Tumstep says he's picking the map first. Whoever's the top on the bracket gets the pick first. This is the way it is. It's going to be Snowy Drought. They're going to go in and out. So it's going to get their armies. And then we will be back. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. It was Sean, Eamon, Mart Smart, Boom Frog, Assassin, Firearm, General Thrax is here. The older than 9-year-old General Thrax, aka Sans, from a video a few months ago, if you remember that. Yeah, I tried to see if Tumstep had played any games today. I imagine he has. I imagine he's warmed up for a few hours. Fargo literally messaged me like 30 or 40 minutes before the set saying, do I want to warm him up? So I'm not convinced he's warmed up fully. Although I do think he played a few games of 40 minutes against Boyka. Yeah, if it was up to me, the advice I'd give is you need to be warming up ideally like 2 hours before, I would say. If you want to be on your absolute A game. I think if you just start playing the first 15 minutes, 30 minutes, you're definitely slower than if you've been playing for 2 hours, in my view. You get some players like Staz, who said actually the longer he plays, the more it makes him worse. Like maybe he gets fatigued or tired out. But yeah, in my opinion, it's better to do a nice warm-up. Just as if you were going to compete in any sport or anything, you'd do a big warm-up. Lath in the chat says it's going to be 7-6, but he doesn't know who it's going to be to. What is the decider? That's a good question, actually. Let me check what the decider is. So... Deciding mirror is on Blossoming Valley. It's GLA Mirror. Both are very good in GLA, so that should be nice if it gets to that point. But we've got a good one to kick off things here as well. Tox and Nuke, winnable both ways here. Okay, kicking off with game number 1. Up in the top of Snowy Drought with the blue player, GLA Tox, the world famous legendary Fargo. Down in the south position, we have the purple China Nuke. This is the youngster of Zero, 15 years old. This is Tumstep. A lot of new viewers or even experienced viewers who've seen quite a few streams always ask why do the pros sell their CC, then in 4 minutes they get those hunted, and then the game is over, all because they sold their CC. The reason they sell the CC is to get the 1,000 extra dollars that helps you kick off your build order. Because if you kept the CC, right now you wouldn't be able to afford that second war factory. It would be delayed. Whereas if you sell your CC, you can get both war factories and 2 units queued up very, very quick. That helps you versus the first technical, for example. Of course, it can backfire if you get dozer hunted, if you don't protect your dozers, but that 1,000 extra dollars and getting that war factory and getting units out quicker is a big deal. That's why pretty much everyone in Zero is doing it. Unless your name is Big Size, then you make 4 supplies and keep your CC and build mines on your CC and a radar. Yo, XCal, welcome to you. Oh, wow, he just shot around through the supply, which actually I didn't realize you could do. Very nice and cute there from Tumstep. Tumstep will come at you with some little tricks here and there. I think he is the one who invented the repair and then move your dozer into the middle of the supply to protect it. I think he's the one who invented that. Fargo with a very sneaky tunnel down in the bottom right. That is an impressive tunnel. He's always doing this, actually, and I think he might have even stole it from Tumstep, is sneaking a worker queued all the way down the side of the map. So, KG affair so far. One truck got picked off by the TNT from Fargo. Battlemaster now heading into the supply line. There is a TNT there. Fargo's very good at this. He will literally keep units there on guard, waiting to hit it. And I actually like it. I like the style. We will give credit where credit is due. And also, Tumstep's micro seems on point. He's controlling multiple tanks in multiple places. He hasn't taken really any damage. He's playing it nice and safe. The only thing he's missed is these 2 tunnels down in the bottom right. Because if he starts on the Scorpion spam now, Scorpions with RPGs mixed in really will wreck anything in this position. Fargo can also garrison this and start hitting these buildings. I think you have to evac to actually hit that one. But this Battlemaster for Tumstep, not able to get in anywhere so far. Fargo has left a bit of a gap here. And I think that is going to backfire a little bit for him now. He can't even move inside of the tunnel because it's already taken a little bit of damage. 4 workers there went down. Not ideal from Fargo. And the Battlemasters are already knocking at the front door. I would say probably slight advantage for Tumstep right now. Because them workers got killed and Fargo's losing this front position. And because this attack hasn't yet done anything. But he's going to find the helix that's being built in a second. There's only 2 Battlemasters there, so it's not the end of the world. Tech RPG in the base, equally doing damage now to Tumstep. He can get himself a super tech. He's already braved the mines anyway. Technical gets picked off though. RPG's going to try and pick off this Battlemaster. Does pick off the Battlemaster. But Helix is already out. His TNT's running everywhere. Yeah, that gap has impacted the game, whether you like it or not. Quad's now being made to counter the Helix. Fargo going to try and get inside of this building, I would say. But Helix and Battlemasters will be able to clear that. Fargo is getting an oil. That's going to be massive. Bit of a pop here from Fargo. The Helix was still actually firing on the worker. So he took a little bit of damage there on the Helix. But all of this is getting cleared up. Some steps only collecting on 1 truck and only collecting on 1 truck. So both players have taken damage. I'd say it's still kind of even because all that's gotten cleared up, both even in terms of XP. Fargo still does have an aggressive position, but he's also got his oil and refinery, which is huge. And Tumstep's not on any trucks, but he does have the advantage where he's flying around with this Licks at the minute. Could probably close down that tunnel. Quad's going back inside, but yeah, now that Fargo's getting his economy more rolling, now he's remade his workers. Got his oil and already getting the refinery. It's looking more like advantage Fargo at the minute. So just in case there's any mismatch or anything, it's not 50-50, just write it down. We said advantage for Fargo. Tumstep has remade his trucks now. Ooh, he hasn't though. He's only collecting on 1 there at the front. But he's still flying around with this Licks, but all it takes is 1 decent pop there from Fargo, and this will be shut down. Fargo's trying to claim the grounds near his 3rd supply. Still a dozer down here. Still a dozer here. No hunt yet from Fargo. Okay, big attack now from Fargo. This might actually be a killer blow because that power's going to get picked off at the bare minimum. The Helix won't be able to defend that. A TNT is coming in. It's going to hit a truck. Does hit the truck. And now this attack, I think Fargo's getting a little bit too big, and it's all since that oil and refinery came in. Helix has just been deleted. Didn't even do the fall animation. Fargo with very nice micro. Nice play, nice control. So far, power gets picked off. Battlemaster's still trying to hold this. There's still a dozer down in the bottom left. Still a dozer here as well. No power being rebuilt from Tumstep. RPGs here, very nice. Picking up the Battlemasters before they kill the quads. And that dozer is going to get picked off. Tumstep just needs to cancel that because that's going to die. He GG's actually. He GG's already. Fargo's going to not GG. Mind games.
You have been
and he just quits out. Well played there to Fargo. It was looking good for Tumstep at one point, but he did miss the aggressive tunnels down on the right, which distracted him a bit. And then he also did miss the aggressive tunnel on the left. Imagine if it had shut down both of those, any aggression from Fargo would have been completely stopped. Tox needs those like kind of forward tunnel positions to do that much damage that early. And Tumstep didn't deny those workers. He was putting pressure on down the middle, which was looking good. He was trying to get to the supply line. But he did let the tunnel get up on the left and did let the tunnel get up, or 2 tunnels get up by his oil. But then as soon as Fargo got his oil and refinery, then it was, yeah, in my opinion, that's when the tide changed. Because before that, he just lost a load of workers. So, yeah, well played there to Fargo. 1-0. Sold my main supply for handicap to Tumstep, being asked to. Did he sell his main supply and I not realize that? I don't remember seeing... Maybe we were looking too busy in Tumstep's base, but if he did sell his main supply and still won that game, then that's quite impressive. Okay, up at the top position, we have the purple. GLA Tox, or a man, or boy. That is Tumstep. Down in the south position, we have the blue China Nuke, or a man. That is Fargo. Okay, Fargo going for the same build, going for this forward supply. I think this is very good because it sets the game up for the Tox to be chasing your truck straight away and keeps him busy. The best scenario is you get in there and kill some workers. But Tumstep's trying this cute little worker trick where you can build it there, and the tunnel can't be really stopped. Ooh, Fargo messes up the truck rush. I don't know why he went right there. Why didn't he just keep going left? He might have been able to get in. There would have been another one waiting there for him. But Fargo has just lost $600. He's making a third supply very quick. Thought about boxing this with a barracks. Does do that, actually. If he gets his dozer trapped in there as well, it's kind of a nice little half box for it. So Battlemaster is getting in, but Tumstep's always on top of his boxing. He needs to go left, Fargo does. Tumstep always trying this, attacking over the crates and over the supply. Tumstep very quick micro there, goes inside of this building, and that barracks now is taking damage. Battlemaster's being sent there by Fargo. But that building there has been quite annoying. Tumstep has to back off for a second. Those RPGs there will get picked off, but the technical could get the scrap if Fargo is not denying it, but he is. Tumstep behind this has got tunnels in all defensive locations. He is getting his first aggressive tunnel, though, over on the left. If a Battlemaster comes out of there now and goes to it, it can deny it. Depends if Fargo spots it. He is heading over there. Flaming now over to the right-hand side for Fargo. All good for Fargo so far. All good for Tumstep, actually, as well. Not letting any Battlemasters in. Very, very high-level game, you can tell, so far. Red Guard's now heading over to the oils. Tech RPG is going to start killing the trucks. Tentacle's going to chase it. It has no choice, really, otherwise it's going to die. Battlemaster. Army is chasing this Tentacle. Tentacle is level 2. Battlemaster did not stop that tunnel over on the left. That is kind of massive because the tunnel could have been denied easily. There was a Battlemaster ages ago. Truck's doing some weird stuff over here for Fargo. He's made 3 now, but yeah, you can tell the weird track marks. Fargo going for this third supply has meant his economy's great. He has a lot of Battlemasters, already got the prop. Already has a barracks over here, so he can get... Oh, he actually has the capture upgrade. But is he making a Lotus instead? I have a feeling, actually, he might send that Red Guard all the way up to the top. Sometimes I've seen that. Or otherwise, he might just be going inside of that building. He goes inside of the building. Battlemaster there for Fargo is going to get stopped. And super fast scrap denied, but I don't think it denied anything. I think he has actually got a super tech, but there's already overlords out. But there's an attack down the right-hand side from Tumstep. But Fargo doesn't care for the time being. He's just going to continue to attack straight down the middle. Does not want the enemy getting on a palace. Heading straight through. Would like to see him get subliminal messaging. I mention it every single stream, every game. $500, one of the best upgrades in the game. Barracks is now being hit. The super tech is in play. Tumstep going back with all of his army. So Fargo has basically defended that by actually attacking. They say attack is the best form of defense. Fargo making that a reality here, it seems. Battlemaster over on the left gets picked off. RPGs are all going to die there to the explosion from the Battlemaster. You see, if you had subliminal meshing, that would be healing at twice the normal rate. Tumstep does have a palace up now, and with an extra barracks, he is going to be able to make a Jarman. Fargo's going to want to stop that barracks ASAP. Tumstep going in for a counter-attack down in the bottom left. Super Tech is helping out. Fargo's on 2 overlords there now, and he does have the speaker tower upgrade now. Needs to be careful because there is the Jarman. He snipes it. Oh, the RPGs both survive somehow. And Tumstep is now going to be on his own overlord. CC being built. Fargo has his oil and refinery. Attacking with 2 more overlords. He's wanting to get himself to level 3, because when you get carpet and artillery, that can massively change the game. Because carpet and artillery can just wipe out all of that, for instance. Every one of these tunnels is 100 XP, and the Jarman gets stuck. Does get stuck. It might force him actually to go and look for a dozer now. Fargo sending a troop crawler. Or thought about it, over to that building. Fargo now capturing the middle buildings. I'm very impressed with Fargo's play so far. Very, very solid. Shaman Kel snipes an overlord in the main base. Fargo is going very, very heavy overlords. Which is something I actually think you should be doing. Balbus here. Might get disabled by the Lotus. Yeah, he's going to disable that with the Lotus. Does disable it with the Lotus. Fargo can get his overlord back. Shaman Kel is currently not doing anything. The problem with him being stuck in the base, messing around with troop crawlers and stuff, is that if Fargo does attack, his attacks are going to be a lot stronger because the Jarman is nowhere to be seen. The Jarman's just being an annoyance in the base. And I suppose that is something in itself, but you might want to prefer to use the Jarman defensively because now he's going to get trapped. Yeah, Fargo's on it, man. I think... Do we say he's got advantage? I mean, there's Gamma Busters out. There's always that to take into account. But Fargo is in a good position. Tumstep's actually ahead in XP. There's a sneaky Rebel down in the bottom right. Battlebus gets picked off. Fargo just needs 1 more kill. Yo, Tease, thanks for the £10 donation, man. Appreciate it.
Excal plus plus.
So that Rebel gets stopped. Maybe a little bit overkill sending an Overlord to it, but if that's all you've got, might as well do it. Nuke Cannon actually on the left-hand side. Troop Crawler there gets picked off. Carpet Bomb is coming in. Carpet Bomb getting hit quite heavily by a Battle Bus. Carpet Bomb gets stopped. Artillery's still going to come in there and wipe out all of the workers. Fargo denied another tunnel here. Fargo's slightly ahead in XP, but there's not much in it at all. That bunker, if I'm not mistaken, is quite loaded. Oh, no, it wasn't actually. Maybe it was the Battle Bus that was firing earlier. Problem is here, he's sending his ECM too close to the front. So them Overlords now are going to get wrecked. That's massive, actually, for Tumstep, because how many Overlords is he taking out there? 1, 2, 3. And they're 2k each. Okay, you got the discount from that as well. 2k each, but then he's got the speaker towers and Gatlins on him as well. Okay, Jean-Michel back in action. That would have been a nice neutron. Well, it would have been a nice neutron. Would have been a nice new cannon if he'd had a pop there. I suppose it's a big if, though, because he didn't. Yeah, Tumstep didn't see that for any reason because it was outside of the fog. But I think Jean-Michael's got a massive range, so he can see that quite easily. In fact, he's going to go and probably try and snipe that now. And I don't think there's any unit nearby that can get it. But there's a nuke on the battlefield. MiGs are already up. So nuke MiGs should be coming very soon. Okay, supply now being hit. Fargo's going to rack up a lot of XP if he starts killing buildings like supplies and stuff. But the angry mob is in action. And actually manages to take out an overlord. Jean-Michel snipes another unit, which is the nuke cannon again, it seems. Double shot there from the nuke cannon. Third supply there for Tumstep is taken out. Dark 9 in the chat says lack of tunnels from Tumstep. Don't know if I agree. Maybe there could be a couple more, but there is quite a nice line of tunnels across the map, and there was more here. Just taken out. Whoa, that could be an amazing nuke MiG hit. Holy moly. Oh, he gets back inside just in time. Whoa, that would have been crazy. That would have actually been crazy. Carpet bomb over the right side has taken out that tunnel. This building's going to get flushed out. That overlord needs to be a bit careful, though. It's living on the edge a little bit. Nuke cannon is coming in handy. What was that? Oh, just another nuke cannon shot. Yeah, Fargo's now trying to take it slow and methodical, just trying to eat away at the map control of Tumstep. Yeah, now there's nuke MiGs out. I think Tumstep will be more reluctant to attack with pretty much anything. Fargo's now trying to collect from here. It's a very nice game. It's a very nice game. Another angry mob coming in, though. He does have AK-47s. Rebel ambush used on the right-hand side. Steals an overlord that he sniped. The MiGs have just fired. Now is the time to strike with the gigantic army that Tumstep has. 3 battle buses, four battle buses, overlord, and 3 scorpions there. That's a nice seal off there from Fargo, just continually bombarding that area. Nuke MiG coming in. He goes for the battle bus and gets it. Needs to be careful with his nuke MiGs, though. Just deletes the overlord there as well. Very nice shot from Fargo. Tumstep is building up the markets. He's got 5 markets, either built or in progress. Fargo grabs himself another overlord. I think Fargo is eventually going to run out of steam, and maybe one of the reasons is he's actually made an internet center here. How many expert players in the chat agree with Nuke making an internet center at this stage? Do you want to be in this situation where you're left in a bunkery game with an internet center against markets, or should you be trying to close out the game before that? Artillery level 2, I believe, coming in. Sometimes that doesn't take out the oil, but in this case, it did. Battle buses pop again. There's 3 MiGs in the air. But Fargo's a little bit slow in responding. Still manages to take out 1 battle bus, but he is losing overlords for this. And I think that nuke cannon just shot the sign. Don't let Zezon see this, so the map will get blocked. All the RPGs go flying into the air. Nearly landed on Jean-Michel himself. Jean-Michel comes in and snipes the nuke cannon. It's going to get taken back by Fargo. His RPG dies. Fargo's now collected on Tumstep's 3rd. There's still quite a lot of money here. Each one of them is near enough 4K. So like 16, near enough 20K there. The problem for Fargo is these markets are creeping up in numbers. 6 markets plus a refinery is pretty good for Tox. But he is fully mined out, and Fargo's actually collecting on the 3rd. Fargo keeps pumping out the units. He still has the repair bay, so all his units, I think they'll be getting double healed. Nice pick off there from Fargo. XP is bang even again. Oh, wow. A little bit overkill for an RPG, maybe. Killed his own truck there with the nuke mix. Can he bring any more trucks over? Fargo's actually still collecting on the bottom left, maybe because these trucks are messed up. Whereas Tumstep's been collected fully there for ages. Battle bus down the right-hand side. Might be the wrong place to attack because there's ECMs and Overlords there ready to stop it. Yeah, you want to sell that barracks. You don't want Fargo getting to level 5. And everything he kills is all working his way towards it. He's nearly on 4,000 XP now. Both players are currently level 4. Fargo has an oil advantage. Has, well, just mined out on that, but has this supply advantage as well. Battle Busters pop for Tumstep. Takes out one of the Overlords. Nuke Mix come in. Nuke Missile is ready. Carpet Bomb! Oh my god. What a pop there from Tumstep. Lost himself a battle burst. I think this is his advantage Fargo. Fargo is keeping up the momentum despite the crazy amounts of gamma busters we've been seeing. And Fargo has this nuke ready now. He can just keep pushing. And as soon as Tumstep pops anything, he can just nuke it. So this is looking really solid for Fargo. He's circling with all of his mix. Where the nuke is around here. So those tunnels are stopped. Tumstep going for aggression down the left. Fargo building a CC in Tumstep's base. But is that too soon? Fargo comes in with some excellent MiG strikes. All of the MiGs survive. Wipes out the battle buses. And Fargo is looking on a roll. He's still building, insisting on building a CC. Whoa, he's going to nuke his own CC scaffold. Oh, man. It's funny. Literally, only Fargo is the person who could do that. I think it's a bit premature because there's still a chance he could lose here. You're against the top level Tox with 6 markets. There's always a chance you can throw this. If these get sniped and suddenly Tumstep starts building some stingers, bunkers himself in more, and he's got 3 overlords, Fargo can still lose. I don't know if he cancelled the first one or if he lost that as well. Cash hack comes in. Yeah, you can tell with the level of activity Fargo's been having lately. This is paying off. This has been, as far as I'm concerned, this has been a solid performance. Apart from the mistake where he let that tunnel get up down in the bottom left. It should have been stopped. Maybe giving Tumstep a super tech. GG. And is there going to be any GG from Fargo? He builds another CC inside of his base. Man, that's impressive. 2-0 there for Fargo. What a nice game. That was really nice. Tox versus Nuke. I think when the game goes like that, I think it's one of my favorite matchups to watch. Like, stealthy tank, we've always said is good. But that was, like, super solid. The way Fargo was just creeping up with the nuke mix support. Even made the internet center work. Yeah, nicely done there by Fargo. Okay, 2-0 start. That was Tumstep's map pick as well. Okay, next map's going to be on Vendetta. With an air against Inf. That could be very nice.
You have been defeated.
I hope we get all good matchups today. Air v Inf is nice. And Fargo's capable of both playing it standard here, like with the War Factory airfield, or playing it kind of funky, where you will do like a one supply, fast carpet, fast dozer hunt into a Colonel Burton. I think I recently saw him doing that in the last couple of weeks. But I don't know if you'll get him doing funky stuff like that until he's several games ahead. I think if he was up like 5-0 or something, I think he would do that. I think otherwise here, I think he's going to do War Factory airfield. I think Tumstep, on the other hand, is going to go for the forward supply. Get a load of infantry out and push with a troop crawler or something. Is probably what I think Tumstep will be doing. Okay, moving on to game number 3. Down in the south spot, we have the USA Air Force for the purple player. That is Tumstep. Up in the top spot, we have the blue player. Legend himself, China Infantry. This is Fargo. Actually, I just messed up the armies. I thought Fargo was playing the air first. So Fargo's going to be the one going for the aggression. Is he going to keep his CC? That is the question. Looks like it so far. War Factory Barracks from Fargo and keep CC. If he builds that third supply, though, sorry, second supply, he won't be able to afford the assault troop crawler, and he's saving 2.8k. Because I think he's going to queue up a troop crawler, which is 2,400. So he has just queued that up. It's going to be a War Factory airfield, a build I just described from Tumstep. How does everyone feel about this? I kind of feel like you... Are you going all in anyway here? Either this attack does something or it doesn't. You're going to win or lose based on this attack. Can you afford to keep CC here? Isn't it better to just sell that CC, get a second and third supply? Yes, you might get hunted. But isn't that better than just staying on one supply? Isn't that a death sentence just staying on one supply?
Domi, who do you think will win it all this year?
So Dozer is sent to its death. Yo, thanks for the donation. Was that Tease again? I think it was. Thank you very much. Okay, Fargo now on a second supply and pushing with a big group of infantry. There's a V down the left-hand side. Fargo decided in the end to sell his CC. So in my view, he's messed this build up. You're either selling your CC or keeping your CC because he's delayed that so long now anyway. And sacrificed one dozer. The V tow missile is already out. Fargo pushing deeper into the base. He's got his minigunners spread around. He's killing Chinooks. There's a V still chilling on the left-hand side there. Minigunners are hitting the Rangers as they're coming out of the buildings. Tumstep sending his stuff back. There's a big load of tank hunters here, though. And Tumstep, I think, actually is in danger. Talk to me, he says. Tumstep's not able to collect. There's another CC going up inside of Tumstep's base. Fargo is on a total roll, it seems. There's nothing here that Tumstep's going to be able to do. That is very impressive. That's impressive. Fargo just says, talk to me. That's all he said. GG. Well played. I'm honestly stunned. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Don't know. Yeah, that's impressive. That is impressive. A typical assault troop crawler tank into push. But yeah, he was indecisive about selling his CC or keeping his CC. Talk to me. Oh, man. Well played, Fargo. 3-0 so far. But there is this thing called momentum. Fargo has it at the minute, but things can change. There's still a long way to go. It's not even halfway yet to winning this set, so still anything can happen. Yeah, I think we did miss the first Raptor attack. Did it attack the troop crawler, I think? But yeah, it wouldn't have made any difference anyway, really, unless you can one-shot the troop crawler. The Raptor could get the dozer hunt because there's only one dozer left. Down in the south position with the USA Air Force. This is the blue player. This is Fargo. Up in the north position, China infantry. This is the purple. This is Tumstep. So T's on his donation said, shout out to the GOAT Excal. And on the last one, he says, Domi, who do you think will win it all this year? I think you have to say Excal's the favorite because he won last year. I think he's... And if he's won the most World Series, that might be Size, but have to say Size is... Sorry, Excal is the favorite to win. So Tumstep going for a very different build order. He's going for 3 supplies, 3 barracks. Fargo is going for the War Factory airfield. CC has been kept. There will be no dozer hunt, but you might be able to get some kills on trucks with the Raptor. Pick off the dozers as well. That's all well and good, but the CC is still in play. That V is probably going to die now. He does get the dozer. Is shutting down this barracks position. Fargo flying over. Deflecting the missiles of the tank hunters. And that's nice micro so far from Fargo, but how long can he keep it up? This is micro intensive. Yeah, Fargo flies away for a second there with his Raptor, and the Vs are now dying. Maybe it was better to stay there for a second at least, because now quite a few Vs have gone down. That V got picked off there. And now there's quite a dangerous blob of infantry heading that way into Fargo's base. Okay, those gets picked off. 2 missiles is all you need. The problem is more so this heading into the base. It's all well and good picking off a dozer in a truck, but he does need to stop this, and if he keeps wasting Vs at the rate he's been doing so far, then he's not going to be able to hold this. Yeah, another V falls. I think this one's going to be... it's the best chance so far that Tumstep has had. Chinooks get brought in to deflect the tank into shots. There's a minigunner there doing, or two minigunners on the right doing damage to the Chinooks, and another V. No, it survives actually, but another Chinook is going to get picked off probably. If Fargo can make a nice line of fire bases and get the tow upgrade, that will set him up nicely to defend against all of this aggression. But there's now an assault troop crawler heading into the base. Fargo is heading over there with his two King Raptors, wipes it out, kills some minigunners inside of there as well. 5 minigunners escape. Those are coming in to get the crush. Those is a nice anti-minigunner unit. Might lose the dozer eventually, but if it can tank the damage, meanwhile the Vs can clear everything up. That'll be nice there for Fargo. Fargo does clear everything up. There's 2 more minigunners, 3 more minigunners heading over on the right hand side. Tumstep now getting his 4th supply. And looking like he wants to get oil as well. Is Tumstep being a little bit too greedy? That's going to allow Fargo a bit more back into the game. Take the pressure off him for a second. Like going 3 supplies, loads of barracks, and then into your 4th and oils all at the same time. I mean, if it all comes in, then he's going to have such a big economy. Just be able to pump out loads of infantry. Oil in the right does get captured. Yeah, the economy is pretty massive. Fargo doesn't have any Raptors left. That was his last one. And he only has 2 Vs out. There's a V somehow got himself around the back. Another big blob of infantry coming in from this left-hand side. Fargo is nice micro on these Chinooks so far. However, economically, he's still way behind and he's lost another V there. And the minigunners are now putting these Chinooks in danger. That one's actually not collecting anyway, is that? Good game, bad throw with 2 Vs. It's the first GG we've seen from Fargo, and he comes with the excuse throwing away 2 Vs. I think he threw away more than 2 Vs, to be honest. Nah, Tumstep wasn't hunted today. He couldn't have been hunted anyway because he kept his CC. Yeah, nicely played. Different strats there from the Inf both games. Okay, moving into the next one. Oops. Okay, Farmlands of the Fallen will be next.
You have been defeated.
Okay. Tox v tank. Okay, down in the bottom left, Farmlands of the Fallen, trying to tank for the purple player. This is Tumstep. Up in the top right position, we have the GLA Tox for the blue player. This is Fargo. Fargo with an aggressive tunnel in the middle. We've got Tumstep looking like he's going for 2 supplies, double war factory. Yeah, he is. A prominent forward war factory there. A lot of people will do it more here to protect the supply a little bit. Okay, Flamer and a Gap. First units out from Tumstep, headed to the extremes of the map. Down in the bottom right, we've got a tunnel going up for Fargo. Here's a TNT over here, just in case Tumstep was going for an oil cap. Okay, guy gets picked off there. Technical inside of the base. Not able to get any damage done, but it is keeping Tumstep busy. We have a Flamer at the top, killing Fargo's safe oil. I actually like that because now is the prime time to kill the oil. Whereas later on, it'll be a lot more difficult when it's all bunkered in with tunnels. So now might be the right time to kill that. Fargo does have the bottom right oil, but not at the far end of the map. Flamer trying to come in. From Tumstep gets shut down by a Scorpion and a tunnel. Gallon gets picked off. This tunnel gets stopped. That one's still on 70%. Fargo's building his second arms dealer. Fargo really wants this oil position, but his worker there gets stopped. Worker's running around on fire. Battlemasters for Tumstep headed over to that position. But Fargo can easily put a worker from there inside of the tunnel. Pop from there and then try and finish that tunnel. If he gets that up and holds it as well as this one, that's a really good economic and strategic position as well. Tumstep really doesn't want to let this get up, and he's actually made a helix behind this. Also making a prop. And a nice little box position. If Fargo does get on top of this hill later on, though, can be damaged from the top of the hill. Okay, Flamer from Tumstep is sadly for him not going to be able to stop that worker. And actually, because he's ran so close to the Tox tunnel, taking a lot of damage, but has still squeezed past. Tumstep not paying attention, though. Bit of a mistake there, to say the least. But he was paying attention over here, and his army has been stopped. This is all going Fargo's way so far. Fargo is looking on form. Helix has just dropped off all of the tank enters. Looking a bit rocky here for Tumstep. Why has he dropped off all of his tank enters and then flown over? Is he making a new Helix, maybe? Okay, a new Helix is made, and the tank enters have all gone inside of the licks. Fargo is in another good position, though, inside of this bunker. But there is a flamer heading over there, and a Helix back in action. But if Fargo can hold like a couple of tunnels with a bunker position, it's all very hard for the tank to clear. And Fargo somehow even has this oil down in the south spot with the sleeping guy next to it. Fargo still on to Arms Dealer's Palace is being built. Top left supply, despite all of this bunkering in from Fargo, the top left supply still is not secure, but as long as you're keeping the enemy off it, I suppose it's still good. And you've also got this oil. Looking very, very good for Fargo. Once the Tox gets properly established like this, it becomes a lot harder for the tank. And the tank needs to cause some damage early on in order to stand a chance, and currently Tumstep is looking quite cooped up inside of his base. He's not able to expand anywhere. He doesn't have his refinery. He does have 3 helixes out now, but I think there's a lot of quads. Speaking of quads, though, there's a lot of quads in Tumstep's base, but how many inside of the tunnel? See, Tumstep's messing up here. He's trying to put them dudes inside of that, but he's actually not got it fully loaded. He's actually messed that up quite a bit. Is this Tumstep panicking? It's the mental game. He's building another CC. He's building another CC inside of Tumstep's base. He cancels it. Tumstep should have shot it, actually, but it cost Fargo 2k. But Fargo just seems on a roll, and I think him doing this and like it just shows his mental attitude at the minute. He's feeling the wave. He's riding the wave.
You have been defeated.
Fargo is on fire, 4-1. But that was with the stronger army. What would he be able to get done with the tank? Yeah, 4-1 for Fargo so far. He's looking formidable. And yeah, was Tumstep ready for this today? Just shows Fargo's been playing sets over and over again every night, like 2 or 3 sets a day from what I've seen. And that all pays off. Activity is huge. Okay, this will be the proper test, though. Now winning with the tank versus Tox. I think, personally, Tumstep will get this one. Because I think he almost could have had the Tox v Nuke. But I think this is just so much harder. So I think based on the Tox v Nuke game, yeah, I'm picking Tumstep here. But Fargo's on fire. Do not discount him. Up in the top right, we have the purple GLA Tox for the guy they call Tumstep. Down in the bottom left, we have the China tank for the blue player. This is Fargo. Fargo going for a middle supply. So he's going for some aggression. He's going to try and make something happen nice and early on. I reckon there'll be a truck rush, or like truck to at least deny some workers building tunnels. But then he'll try and get a flamer very quick into the enemy base and try and shut down some supplies. If he goes like in that area, for example, he might even be able to get an arms dealer straight away if he catches Tumstep off guard. But there's another TNT on a truck, and he gets it. Only just, though. Only just on the edge of the hitbox. But he got it. Fargo is going for another truck rush, and he's making a helix, what looks like to be a helix behind this. You're not going to be making MiGs. It's going to be a Gatlix, probably. But losing that first truck and then having to remake them is leaving himself a little bit short on cash. But you have to try something here as the tank, and Fargo is definitely trying that. I don't really think he's going to be able to get in there, though. Technical is out. It's going to give him a Vet 2 technical. Tech RPG, actually. He doesn't get a Vet 2 technical, but he does get the scrap, because the RPG's got the last hit. It's a bit like League of Legends and whatever, where whatever gets the last hit, get the XP or the veterancy. Yeah, Fargo going very, very heavy on the aggression here. Even sacrificing the dozer there just in case the opponent was going for an oil cap. Flame is going to head to this supply. Or the arms dealer. Fargo could get the barracks and the arms dealer here. There's a helix coming out as well. And if that's a Gatlix, the arms dealer gets sold. If that's a Gatlix, there's going to be no quads out. It needs to start killing that supply. He is going for both of the supplies. Here comes the licks from Fargo. He is on fire at the minute. Tumstep is a bit shocked by this. I think all the workers are going to die, but that flame is going to get stopped. But Tumstep is going to be without any anti-air, and that Gatlix is just going to clear things up. He's going to get a veterancy. Oh, no, he's not, actually. Thought he was going to get a veterancy down on the licks. Get a Vet 2 licks or something. Oh, Fargo's hunted. Why would he just send another dozer over there? I don't understand that. Fargo's hunted. This is a very, very epic game. There's a super tech in play. RPGs here to stop the helix. Flamer gets stopped, though. Yeah, I just don't understand why he gifted him another dozer. I don't know why. There's a quad out now. I don't really know anymore. I think that's quite hard to stop for Fargo. Despite this epic play, I don't really know. Fargo is still collecting those, so there's still every chance, I suppose. And he can mass produce helixes. He's saying stop it because he was range bug in there. If you shoot on the licks and the licks is out of range, the quads will get extra range against ground units as well. It's not the first time, I'm going to be honest. It's not the first time I've seen Tumstep doing that. If Fargo loses that supply, he cannot rebuild it. In fact, he can't repair anything, remember? Fargo's going to flame his own supply here. It's taking a little bit of damage. But there is another flamer on the arms dealer again. Fargo's supply is getting hit. Lixers are flying back to deal with this. Everything is running away there for Tumstep. Now he's killed that supply. That tunnel is taking damage, actually, from the flame wall. Fargo clears out this building, and he's going to get all the RPGs here. There's only one quad in there, if I'm not mistaken. I think Fargo might have done it, actually, because he's taken out that Scorpion. He's taken out all of the RPGs. That quad has just died inside of the tunnel. Fargo with the smiley face. Fargo building up the veterancy here. He's only on one supply still. Super tech. Kills the flamer. And Tumstep is just left completely shocked, isn't he? He needs to build a barracks down at the bottom right, ASAP. And then like a tunnel and a stinger or something to hold this push from Fargo that you know is going to be coming. I think this barracks is being dropped down too late by Tumstep. Super tech stops the flamer. Tumstep really needs to be winning this one as the Tox. Stinger's getting dropped down. Yeah, 2 Stingers. I can live with that. I would even, if you get $900 again, which you're going to do in a second, even another Stinger. But Helix is ahead and in that direction. And there's, what, 1 RPG inside of there? Which is about to get flushed out. And Fargo will want to pounce whilst these Stingers are not deployed. Fargo comes in. He's going to go for the super tech. Oh, he doesn't get it. He's going to try and stop the workers building the stingers now. Does do it. Helix is taking very light damage. Oh, that bunker's going to get more loaded. One licks might go down. No, it doesn't actually. But is Tumstep going to get worker hunted? I think he is. Because this is the only position now where there are workers being produced. GG from Tumstep. Wow. Wow. Fargo with some mental aggression down the middle converts a tank versus Tox into a victory, winning 2-0 in that particular matchup. 5-1 for Fargo. Really, really impressive. Okay, waiting for the next match. I think Tumstep needs to take a little break, maybe. Because currently all the momentum is with Fargo. Couldn't build more C, got those hunted. Okay, didn't see the matchup. We'll find out in a second. Stuck on the game over screen. Yeah, true. Okay, we've got stealth. And Air Force. Okay, Fargo got confused about the map. Canyon Frost is the map. What build is Fargo going to go for? Think he might squeeze out one oil into War Factory and Barracks. Okay, down at the bottom left, we have the purple GLA Stealth. This is Tumstep. Tumstep. Up at the top right, we have the USA Air Force. He is going for a barracks first. Is that going to be a quick oil cap to this one? I personally think so. This is the blue USA Air Force. That is Fargo. Okay, barracks first into 2 supplies. It is going to be a ranger first. Fargo is sending rangers to both oils. Someone's saying the music's too loud. Okay, Fargo's actually going into an airfield first, looking for that King Raptor to stop the first technical aggression. Is it going to be out in time, though? That is the question. First technical is out, heading over to the oil to deny it. There is a tunnel being built down at the bottom right. First Raptor is out, but both of the oils here are going to be denied before that Raptor is able to get anything done. So I think that's a really positive start there. And Tumstep also looking to pile on the aggression very, very quick. Everything going Tumstep's way so far. Raptor even missing its shots. Does hit the technical in the end, but only killing the technical without any TNTs or anything inside. Fargo now dropping down a war factory. But Fargo's going to be harassed here quite a lot because the quad can just park there and do some damage. There is 2 wraps up though, so maybe he can kill that now. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the worker actually. Might split fire here. Does not split fire. I think taking out that worker should be one of the priorities, but he is keeping the quad numbers down. Tumstep behind this just has 2 supplies, dropping down a second arms dealer, and Tumstep is getting his own oil. Okay, Fargo heading down to the south spot. He's looking for this tunnel, and he's going to get it. And he's going to leave the quad outside of the tunnel. Won't be able to go back inside. But Fargo's not able to collect on his second at the minute. He's probably collecting from here, though. And V goes down to a quad. And another V goes down. I think Fargo is being pulled apart at the minute. Tumstep now grabbing himself 2 wheels on double arms daily production. I think this is going to be Tumstep's game. Air Force always has a chance, but Fargo's long distance collecting off a second supply, and it's all dropping off at one supply dock, or supply center rather. Fargo really wants this oil position by the looks of things. He might be able to clear it up now, but the artillery platform is in play. And Tumstep looking like he wants to push into Fargo's base. There's a few MDs here, but that's only going to weaken this even a tiny bit, if anything. I think Fargo is going to suffer a defeat here, and it is winnable both ways here. So this is Tumstep's way back into this. There's a technical here now, grenade tech. It's a Vet 3 technical. The quads are wrecking the Raptors whilst they're still landed. And this is going Tumstep's way. Lays lock on one of the quads, but it's not really going to make too much of a difference, I think, because Tumstep's economy is really strong. Fargo has really insisted on getting that oil and artillery platform. But he's so focused on that he's actually now got this massive problem in his base. Loads of RPGs, Vet 3 quad. Tumstep gaining all the XP here as well because Fargo's not selling his buildings. V's trying to come around the back. GG from Fargo. And well played there to Tumstep. Yeah, sadly for Fargo, if you go for both oils and they both get denied straight away, you start off on the back foot, and then Tumstep just pressured with the aggression. Someone in the chat says Fargo's trolling. He was not trolling. Just because Fargo loses a game does not mean he's trolling at all. It's 5-2 now for Fargo. Tumstep's USA GLA is very, very good. I don't think Tumstep will go for the oils in the reverse, given that they were just denied so easily in that game. Excal in the chat says, Fargo's 2 losses so far, both being with air. I think you're right, actually. Yes, it has. Fargo looked like he was checking the replay then, in my view. Unless he was also stuck in the game. Okay, up at the top right with the purple USA Air Force for the player that is Tumstep. Down in the bottom left, we have the GLA Stealth with the blue. This is Fargo. Okay, Fargo making TNTs to cover his supplies from a drop in the beginning. Tumstep going for no oils, 2 supplies, into a war factory, keeping his CC. Okay, one of the tunnels there for Fargo gets denied. Fargo did bring a backup worker. It was more in this region, but that's also probably going to get denied there by Tumstep. Fargo backing off for a second. He's making straight quads, Fargo. Tech RPG gets dropped off. Those not able to get any crushes. Another worker is brought. So Fargo has 2 workers in this area. Fargo also sending rebels to the oils. There is a V there, and there's a drone there. So that one's well covered. Fargo. I don't know if he has the capture upgrade or not. I don't think we'll be able to see it just yet. I think Fargo is pretty much trying to copy, I think, what Tumstep was doing. Just tech RPG. Just the technical gets picked off. Tumstep wanting to hit this building. Does not want to let this area get infested with the GLA. Fargo is doing damage to this Chinook. The oil cap is coming in for Fargo at the top. But this one is being quite well denied by Tumstep with just a single V there. Definitely looking better for the Air Force this game. That building dies quite easily. It might even kill the tunnel. It does. It wipes out the tunnel. But there's probably one negative there of building the tunnel next to the fallen tower, is that when the fallen tower falls, which it does quite easily, apparently, is that it wipes out the tunnel even past the hole. This is looking pretty good for Tumstep. I think this is a bit of a mini comeback here. Is this the start of a full comeback all the way to... Can it even... Yeah, it can get to 5-5. Could do. Tumstep... Ooh, he could easily push into the base there and pick off that arms dealer, but Fargo is going for a counter-attack. Trying to pick off this power of Tumstep. Decides to pull back, actually, bringing in the RPGs. They have a base trade going on. I think Tumstep will ultimately be able to hold this. If that 5 base was up, maybe the 5 base not getting up. Maybe he does have a chance. Fargo has the oil down at the bottom right now, as well as looking like he might get that artillery platform. V's pushing into the back. Are they going to get trapped here? Wants to kill the arms dealer. Fargo doing damage here to the V's. Supply there of Tumstep gets picked off. We've got 2 Vet 2 quads in the house, which are going to shred through these MDs really quick. But the MD's getting a nice laser lock in. One of the quads there goes down. Next squad goes down. The V's down in the bottom left are getting heavily damaged, but all survive. And are now going to get repaired by that ambulance. Damage on both sides here. HVC stuff. Still a Vet 3 quad going crazy inside of Tumstep's base. And is now camping the production. There's another quad coming in there as well. Fargo selling his second arms dealer. Another V gets picked off, but a Vet 3 quad gets picked off as well. Fargo picking off the Chinooks. Ultimately, though, this V army, the best chance to kill it was when it was trapped here before and it got heavily damaged. Chances of killing it as we move later into the game is going to be harder and harder. And I think, even though it looked a bit rocky for Tumstep, he is ultimately holding. And he's now collecting on 2 Chinooks back in his main base. Fargo's trying to get Tumstep's supply here on the far right of the map. Well, it looked on my screen like the 5 base just killed that ranger. I'm sure there was something else there, though. Fargo continuing to push. 5 base and V remain strong so far. V taking heavy damage, though. Unload from the V. All the quads get taken out, and the base of Fargo is pretty gone. There's still tunnels remaining here and there. Fargo is expanded. Throw GG, says Fargo. GG from Tumstep. Fargo did make that interesting with a bit of a counter-attack there.
You have been defeated.
But, yeah, is this the start of something big here for Tumstep? Bringing 2 games back pretty quickly. 5-3 is now the score to Fargo. Excal says, is the night shift now catching up with Fargo? Could be the case. It's either night shift or 10 hours tennis. One of those 2 things. Okay, Liquid Gold will be the next map. Remember, Fargo only needs 2 more, so if he gets a 2-0 in this matchup, he has 1. This might be the last matchup we see. Tumstep now needs to win 4. Fargo needs to win 2. And we are going to have a Inf v China.
You have been defeated.
Okay, Tumstep taking his time joining. Is he thinking of a strat here? Could be. Tumstep says, be right back 1 minute. So, China against Inf. It could be very interesting on this map, actually, because if you go for the 2 supplies double war factory for the Inf and just spam loads of outposts and flamers, which is normally what you see and normally the Inf gets to win, the meta for the China at the minute is you make this helix, you open all the outposts, take out all the flamers, and then you make red guards and tank hunters, flamers or whatever to clear up the remnants, and that seems to be working. But also this map probably favors China even a little bit more than the average map because there's loads of oils, like you see on an oil rampage as well, where China has more of a chance to win probably than on some other maps. Because when there's oils, you make red guards in 2s. Yeah, you make them in 2s, you can get lots of oils very quick, and they only cost 300 for 2s. It's like 150 per red guard, and they build pretty quick. For Fargo here, his minigunners cost 350, and they only build singly, and they build pretty slow. If you can both get equal numbers of oils, I think it turns out quite interesting. Turns into a bit of a MiG war. Fargo might just do a helix straight down the map. If Tumstep's gonna go for an oil, I reckon Fargo might helix. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, this one, I think. Down in the south, we have the blue for the China infantry. That is Fargo. Up in the north position, we have the purple China Vanilla. This is Tumstep. So Tumstep is going for the barracks. I don't think that Fargo went for the frenzy there, unless we missed it while I was zooming in on Fargo. So he could see what's going on here. He's going for a forward supply. Is Tumstep going to be waypoint scouting? We can't see on this, because we're watching live. You can't see where he's clicking. But he's making some tank hunters. Fargo looking like he is going to go for 2 supplies and double war factory. This dozer's going a little bit further forward than normal, though. It's making the tractor move here. The backhoe. I'll go with a little beacon there, just in case we missed it. I always thought that, you know, if... let's say there's a worker building a tunnel next to that. You could place a scaffold over it. So yeah, you could say it's scaffold abuse. And force the tractor to run over the worker. That's a bug that's not yet been discussed, I don't think. But it probably would come under obvious bug abuse. And probably get banned. So Tumstep is going for plenty of oils. Fargo coming in with a flamer and an outpost, doing damage to these gats so far. Tumstep needs these oils to come in, and when they come in, then he can start the real spam once his economy gets rolling. Fargo has deployed a barracks here as well. Outpost there gets stopped. Fargo up in the top left. okay for Tumstep so far, you know. Fargo's made a minigunner. Looking like he might get one oil to kick things off. There's lots of tank hunters here. Airfield gone up now for Tumstep, and he's expanded into a second supply. Flamer on the left-hand side, being a bit of a nuisance. Tumstep's found a nice angle there to chip away at the Flamer. Flamer gets stopped there in the middle as well. Everything holding so far for Tumstep, but all it takes is one of these Flamers to get in and start dishing out the damage, and it can go south very, very quick. Tumstep seems on it, though. He's on top of that one, but probably his oil in the top right will go down. These gats are all getting picked off, though. Maybe Tumstep needs a Flamer or something here, because this outpost is going to cause some problems here. Probably for these trucks. I don't know quite why Tumstep has made a helix now. I personally question that, especially now there's minigunners out as well. Outpost in the top left, evacing some stuff. Yo, Scorp, welcome to the channel. Yeah, one truck gets picked off, and these tank hunters are a bit loose now, so they're going to be maybe able to cause some damage to the mix. Truck fails to get the crush there. Minigunner is wrecking the tank hunters. Another gat comes out for Tumstep, clears up the remnants of the infantry there of Fargo. There is another bunch of infantry, though. Another Flamer. Another 2 Flamers actually coming. No trucks collecting for Tumstep on the left, but he is on the right. Flamer for Fargo up at the top right has killed the oil. That Flamer is maybe going to wreck a supply. The Helix is on it, but I think the supply is still going to die. It is. Gets a Vet 2, which will now probably give that a Vet 1. Yeah, it does. Okay, Fargo now getting his oils with the Lotus. Tumstep could get this oil down to the bottom right. Another oil gets in for Fargo, and if Fargo gets these 3 oils on the left and then gets the Lotus in the base, the Lotus is going to cause such a problem for the mix. You're now going to need an outpost and a gat, probably on the left side and the right side. Tumstep not currently collecting on the right still. He's got like 5 MiGs. Needs to get the napalm, because then he can basically one-shot these armies. Yeah, supply being rebuilt over on the right-hand side. Fargo now coming in with this outpost and ECM army on the left. MiG's now coming in. No napalm, but he could be getting it now. It could reload in the air. Wow, that's still a nice shot. That is perfect. Just wipes out the army entirely. Where is that Lotus? Lotus is here, actually. I don't know why she's going... Oh, she's going back because the outpost is here. Yeah, Lotus gets detected. Tumstep not able to do anything about it because she's gone to the safety of this bunker. Fargo now building a CC. He's got a very compact base here. Fargo getting the bottom right oil. Tumstep wants to settle into the mid-game here without having his defensive line breached too much. And I think he's kind of doing that. Because now these MiGs get up. It just becomes so much easier for the China Vanilla. You see, you just click on the army and it just gets deleted. Yeah, so far, kind of okay for Tumstep. The problem will be if that Lotus gets into the base. She's over here at the minute, but if she gets into the base and starts capturing the airfields while it's fully loaded with MiGs, maybe gets an airfield and a CC or something, then that will be bad. Tumstep has 2 oils. Fargo has 2 there, 3, 4, 5 oils for Fargo, but he doesn't have this supply, but he does have this one. Okay, Meg's coming in on this oil position, wipes out the bunker. It's probably going to kill the oil there, or at least damage it more. Massive firestorm. Where is this Lotus, though? Because that's going to be the game changer. If she gets in, which she is doing, and captures the MiGs whilst they're landed, Tumstep seems to have completely forgotten about the Lotus possibility. Yeah, she's really going to change the game. She can't capture now, I don't think. I think she's better waiting for them whilst they come into land, so he's going to have to take one more shot. But that is going to change things. When all 4 of them get wiped out, it's going to change the game. Because Fargo's doing okay in the ground war without the MiGs involved. So as soon as the MiGs get taken out of the equation... Yeah, MiGs coming in now. Lotus is laughing. Carpet bomb comes in though, but I don't know what that carpet is doing, because that could have been absolutely beautiful.
Just get me in.
I suppose in the end though, we did get an outpost to War Factory, and the MiGs have cleared all that up, but look what's happening here now. 2 MiGs got shot down on the outbound, oh sorry, return journey anyway. That has to be sold, there's no question. Yeah. MiG takes off again. He's going to try and capture that supply as well, but the MiG is already en route. There's going to be a lack of MiGs now. Oh no, what's he done? What has he just done? He could have stopped that. Oh my god, why did he pre-fire that when... Don't know, man. I think that's Tumstep panicking a little bit there. Trying to be too clever, maybe. Artillery and Carpet coming through for Fargo. Carpet gets stopped. Artillery will not wipe that out. From the level 1, so... Tumstep is holding the left, though. He's got himself this supply. Fargo's having to build loads of defensive bunkers. It all comes down to the MiGs. If another Lotus gets out and captures that airfield while the MiGs landed again, I think it can still go Fargo's way. Tumstep's doing okay. But I would still probably favor Fargo here because he has... Does he have more oils in total? I think he's got 4, whereas Tumstep's on 2. Yeah, miniguns on the left. Tumstep is more cautious now about a Lotus. Lotus is back. Fargo knows what's up, man. That's like his most powerful weapon here, is that Super Lotus. Oh. Okay, it's Fargo's supply now. That's interesting. Okay, artillery from Tumstep. Gonna probably be on this supply, I reckon. Oh no, it's not. It's actually on this massively built up area by Fargo there. All of that area gets completely leveled, apart from the supply and the CC, but the supply is very, very damaged. Fargo builds himself a nuke. Continues the pressure on this left-hand side. MiG's coming in. Wipes out our outpost of ease. But Fargo's on this. He's on this. He's on this. He's on this supply. He can get that refinery if he wants. And Tumstep's getting shut down there on the right. Looking good so far. Got a bit of a Fargo flame wall though from Tumstep. He's killing his own truck there. Okay, yeah, nuke gonna fire in 440. But I think Fargo's economy is just too great still, honestly. He's got more in the bank. He has his bottom right oil, whereas Tumstep does not. Tumstep is getting stopped here. When you're running into these bunkers and minigunners, outpost, ECMs, it's a very, very difficult combo to deal with. But he does need more MiGs, I think, Tumstep. But taking out that oil early on from Fargo was decent. MiGs coming in. Big damage there done to the outpost. Both players quite even in terms of XP. There's a flamer here for Tumstep, but he's just going to walk straight into those mines. He is. Ooh, he stopped. If he can start that flame wall now. Nah. Maybe if it started a second sooner, you might have been able to stop that supply. But Tumstep is kind of making this work a little bit. Oil gets saved there in the nick of time by the dozer. But there's actually Fargo CC in danger. There's quite a few dozers out, so I don't think he's at risk of getting hunted. The CC does get killed. Fargo fires his artillery first, though. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 dozers to Fargo, so it'll take quite a lot to finish all of them. But Tumstep will keep the MiGs quite busy. Excal says Fargo's going to play some scaffolds in the base and then say, talk to me. I have a feeling that might come. Fargo's still with advantage, I would say, mainly because of this right-hand side. Fargo also could have that refinery. Those flags not facing the right way, by the way. They're not facing due north, true north, or magnetic north. Fargo now level 5, coming in with all the support planes. EMP disables some stuff, mainly trucks, but also a flamer and a GAT there as well. Minigun to drop in the back of the base. Fargo now floating 10k. Planted a bomb there on a truck. Killed the truck. Mine drop from both players in front of the war factories. Super Lotus disables the outpost of all things, actually. Stop her getting detected. But CC is being capped by Fargo. I'm pretty sure he is going to play some scaffolds in the base as well. He's got a nuke ready to fire as well. Everything looking good here for Fargo. Nuke. Sorry, not nuke. MiG. Regular MiG comes in. Stops the minigun capturing the CC. Artillery coming in from Tumstep. Both players level 5. Yeah, level 2 artillery coming in. It's going to kill that oil. It's not been repaired, it looks like, since the very beginning. Carpet on the left-hand side wipes out whatever was there. Was it another war factory? Dozer for Tumstep on the left-hand side, now getting hit by these minigunners. CC built in the base twice, 3 times. All 3 of them get cancelled. Fargo lost 6k there, but it's not going to make a difference. He knows. He knows he's won this one. He's still collecting on the right. He's got a nuke ready to fire. Tumstep does not have very much at all. He's got 1 MiG. Nuke there would be beautiful. I actually think it's there, though. Does next to no damage. It's always weird, isn't it? Because like the radiation goes to it like there, but it does no damage to the airfield. The nuke damage is weird. GG from Tumstep. No GG, I'm guessing. From Fargo.
You have been defeated.
But he did build 3 CCs in the base. That's his form of a GG. 6-3 is now the score. Match point. Fargo just needs one more. Oh. We'll let Fargo make. Fargo reckons he's got a 400 megabyte upload, which is very impressive. Okay. Fargo will now play with a China Vanilla. I think he's going to do the Helix strat. I think he's pretty much the one that invented it. I've seen a form of it from Logica really early on as well. But I think Fargo is the main one who popularized just literally doing a full Helix as the China Vanilla. He might do that and then go into oils. But we will see.
Love your commentary.
Yeah, man, thank you very
Thank
much
you for the
the
streams,
donation. Love the
Doritos
commentary.
chip.
Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. Don't know why the sound's not working. That's why I was quiet before. I was trying to get the text-to-speech to work, but it's having issues. Yo, Axis 272. Thank you very much for your kind words and donation. Down in the south, we have the purple player, China Infantry. The beacon in his base saying licks from Fargo. This is Tumstep. Up in the north position, we have the blue player with the China Vanilla. This is Fargo. So he reckons he's going to do a Helix. He's wrong, though, with that. Holy. That wouldn't get approved by nowadays standards. Fargo is going for the Helix. If Tumstep did go for a Helix, it'd be an Inflix versus the China Vanilla Lix. And the China Vanilla Lix would get wrecked by the Infantry one. They both cost the same, but the Infantry Lix can hold 8 guys, all vetted, and probably have a minigunner inside of there, which can take down air units with ease. But the China Vanilla one can only hold 5 guys. MiG goes for the shot on the minigun on the right-hand side, but misses. He's given away that he's got MiGs out now. So Fargo's gone for MiGs, not the Helix. Neither player has gone for the Helix. 3 oils capped by Fargo, and he'll often do this as well, sending a red guard down to the bottom right. We saw that in the previous game. Exile in the chat says Herb did it first in the World Series 2020 with the Licks. Ah, okay. Maybe I missed that. Or forgot about it. Because I probably cast it every game. Maybe. Okay, War Factory going up on the right side for Fargo. These MiGs are living on the edge a little bit, aren't they? There's 2 MiGs very, very low. Double War Factory now in play for Fargo. So Tumstep went for oils and now into double War Factory. Okay, MiG's heading across the map. He's going to try and shut down this minigunner, but the minigunner is going to go inside of the building And yeah, that's bad news there for Fargo. Loses a MiG, and he's also not going to be able to get that oil. If that MiG had been like half a second quicker or 1 second quicker, would have been able to stop the minigunner and maybe get the oil for himself. But there was a flamer there, actually. Would have been denied. But it does slow Tumstep down getting that oil. Over on the left side. Flamer gets picked off. Troop crawler being brought. Capture all of the buildings. There's a flamer here for Tumstep. Is he going to be able to deny all M3 tech buildings in time? There's 2 MiGs here though for Fargo. Remember, if Fargo wins this one, he's through to the semi-final, where he will probably face Vivid. I can't remember who Vivid's going to play in the quarterfinal. Lift truck. Yeah, Vivid or lift truck will be waiting in the semi-final. So, those oils are being shared at the minute. 1-1. Tumstep building up quite a nice little army over here on the left. Buster says, where's the bot gone? That's a good question. I've just activated it now. I actually forgot about it. I haven't been doing enough live streams. I forget things nowadays. It's on now. Okay, nice flamer here from Tumstep. Sorry, not from Tumstep, from Fargo. Tumstep supply is getting wrecked. But these minigunners are wrecking things inside of Fargo's base. Red guards there versus minigunners. Minigunners eventually come out on top. Only just though. Yeah, quite an even match so far. Tempted to say Tumstep maybe leading, but again, his bottom right oil is going to get flamed down by Fargo, and he's also not collecting on the second. But he is collecting here, though, whereas Fargo is not, so that technically is his second. But Fargo's dominating on the right-hand side. He builds his gap. Makes him in, take a flamer. Bit of poor micro there for Tumstep because he caused a lot of splash damage to himself by driving quite close to that gap. LDR, thank you for the £21 and 62 donation. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Flamer on the right side there for Fargo gets picked off. He's got his trucks hiding behind the refinery over on the right. Troop crawler gets sent to its death. Tumstep is very quickly approaching level 3. In fact, he might get it now with the last kill on these red guards. Oh, he's 9 off. Somehow I got that oil. I think that's from a Lotus in the base. CC's being built or rebuilt. I can't remember if he had that already. Fargo's killing his own oil in the base. Definitely want to recap that, but Fargo's war factory on the right. I think Tumstep's gaining a bit too much momentum, causing too much damage here. Fargo is very slowly but surely falling apart. The oils on the right side are going to be captured by Tumstep. Carpet bomb right on top of the mix. That's it. That's got to be it. Mines in front of the war factory. Yeah, that is it. It's all falling apart there for Fargo. Fargo holds the right, but he's about to lose the left. Could even get hunted. I don't think so, actually, that CC is going to get built. But there's nothing Fargo can do. He's going to say GG throw or something, I'm sure. Artillery coming. from Fargo. He could use Carpet in the back of his base here, but it's going to cause him some self-damage as well. Carpet is used. Artillery coming in on this supply. Good job, Lotus. And GG. Maybe she captured...
You have been defeated.
Did she capture some MiGs there or not as well? Probably pretty bad on my part, not spotting that. 6-4 is the score. All depends what could happen in the next matchup. Remember, it started with a 5-1. 6-4 sounds a lot closer, doesn't it? So Fargo has let it slip a little bit, but he's still in a commanding lead. He only needs, like, what, one imbalanced matchup now? Just needs to get one more to get himself over the line, whereas Tumstep needs to win 3 in a row if he wants to progress to the next round. Okay, what is the map going to be? Is it Fargo's pick? I'm not sure. Yo, everyone in the chat. RF2, welcome to you. Ahmed. Yildirim, welcome to you. KP Kakashi's in the house. Welcome to you. Zilinx is here. Neo is here. Seri is here. Sand Scorpion is here. Demo versus super weapon.
You have been defeated.
I think Fargo will be happy with that. I definitely think it's doable for the super here. Because you've got the 3 choke points, you get a couple of EMPs up and push Research and Destroy down one avenue. Definitely possible. Tumstep's... Did he win? Yeah, air versus stealth. He won both with the air and the stealth. So his USA GLA is top level, I think. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Tumstep taking a while to accept that. Is he going to go for the oils? If you go for the oils here and they both get denied, like we saw on Canyon Frost when Fargo went for the oils and they both get denied, then it can go very badly very quick. Tumstep's taking a minute here, and you've got every right to take a minute to think of a build. It's difficult, I think. I suppose one option for the super is you go 2 supplies. War Factory Barracks is very standard, but your second dries up pretty quick, and you also might let the demo take over the whole map. Demo's got a very good opportunity to get the middle here, just by dropping down 1 tunnel, occupy the buildings. Demo's got a good chance to get in the bottom left area, because there's buildings there too. Tumstep really thinking about it. If you can somehow manage to get some oils, maybe drop an EMP somewhere strategic to help you get some oils. But yeah, Tumstep is taking a second to think. He needs to win this one. If he wins this one, I'm pretty sure he can win with a demo as well. I wonder if you could also do a no eco and just drop 2 full Vs and an ambulance inside of Fargo's base. Tumstep really taking his time thinking of this one. You might be able to... could you do some kind of a man spam here in the beginning with a super weapon? You go 2 supplies, double barracks. Put missile defenders on each entrance and go for your oils. And then once those oils come in, laser lock any technicals that come in. Then make a war factory behind it. Kind of like Marikar style. You do heavily favor the GLA here because you can place tunnels on 3 of the entrances and 2 of them become basically unbreakable for the beginning part of the game. Fargo says, are you asking Staz for builds? He might be. Okay, Tumstep accepts. Moment of truth. I think you can tell by the comments Fargo's confidence here is high going into this one. I'm interested to see what Tumstep has come up with. He took his time there, and I like that. There's no rule that you have to accept straight away without thinking of a strat. So I like the way that he took his time, and I hope we see something epic here. Let's see. Moment of truth. Down in the... up at the top left, we have the super weapon for the purple. This is Tumstep.
World Series season is the best season. Hoping
Stamp.
for a
Thank you very much for the donation.
comeback.
Hoping for a Tumstep comeback, he says. This is Tumstep up in the top left. Down at the bottom right, we have the blue GLA Demolition. What a legend that is Fargo. Okay, looks like a fake arms dealer. Fargo making extra workers on his CC there to start collecting straight away, which I like. Just do 1 TNT in the middle here, and you can pretty much cover both supplies. Tumstep is going for a normal build and dropping a dozer in the middle, but that one is covered by a TNT there from Fargo. Fargo is making a rebel. 2 rebels, actually, indicating he wants to go for these oils. So Tumstep has gone for a normal build. Which actually I think is just one of the safest and most solid ways to play this. If you can stop this TNT coming through the middle as well, that's a really good start because he's already denied this worker. But the problem is you can just send another worker there as GLA and those is going to be gone. You're probably going to get it. Tech RPG comes in from Fargo. It has 1 TNT inside of it. Backs off. Very edgy stuff here because if that TNT gets in and picks off a key building, it is a big game changer. Dozer goes for the crush on the RPG. Is a TNT inside of there. Goes for a Boyka style TNT on the V. I think that's quite an okay start, actually, because he's got all of his dozers live. He did a bit of an annoyance here for killing that worker. But he hasn't taken a TNT to the face, hasn't lost any Vs. But there is another technical coming in, and Fargo's dropping off a worker as well. Tech RPG is going for the dozer. Yes, the dozer. Tumstep was guarding every entrance except the one where Fargo was pushing in. This tunnel is going to get denied. Fargo building a second arms dealer and got himself 1 oil. Tech RPG gets shut down, and the tunnel expansion gets shut down as well. Oh, 1 unit that got picked up, but that's the dozer, isn't it? That's the dozer. EMP now being built inside of Tumstep's base. It does leave that side still open, and that power's still susceptible to death from the right side, and round the back attacks are decent. But Tumstep's going for a drop all the way over the top. I would even bring another Chinook and bring that extra one, because I think you really need to make something happen here. But he's using that one to defend back at home. Okay, fair enough. Power has gone low. Technical getting around the back. All the drones flying across the map. This mega drop coming in from Tumstep. And is Fargo going to be surprised by this, or does he know what is up? Is that a TNT from Fargo? It's got something inside of it. TNT gets shut down. Tech RPG round the back is going for the dozer. Power gets back online. Chinook's being brought back. This is legendary stuff. You know, Tumstep's heart rate will be through the roof at the minute. Micro and back at home. The micro here has to be perfect. One arms dealer picked off so far. Tumstep might be making it work here. Fargo does have the entire map, all of the oils. Just needs to hold now against these aggressive Vs straight across the map. Tumstep's put 4 Chinooks back on his main. Needs to put some on there. We'll help him out later on. But more importantly is the micro on these Vs. He really wants to shut down that tunnel, and he's going to get it. He's killing the technicals. Sometimes Fargo can be a bit panicky with the technical micro. So far, these Vs have been super efficient. They've killed absolutely everything they've come into contact with. Next arms dealer is getting picked off. Palace is being built. Tumstep behind this could try to get his own oils. That one at the top that Fargo has is not very protected. There's one demo trap there. Tumstep might run into. So far, so good on the V micro. CC now being built by Tumstep. Oh, RPG's doing a lot of damage there to the Vs. Fargo retains this position, still collecting. He's on an extra supply over here. He's building a barracks over here, close to Tumstep's base. One of the oils here, Fargo could get picked off. Fargo bringing in RPGs here from the middle. This is very, very interesting. You know Tumstep is going at 120 miles an hour here. He needs to preserve these Vs. If he loses even one there, this attack becomes so much weaker. RPGs here could get picked off easily. You want to kill them for free whilst they're there. You don't want to just let them survive and get inside of the tunnel. Tumstep pushing this left-hand side, though. Tumstep's looking like he wants to collect here, but I don't think he's going to be able to. The Stinger going up right there, and one of these Vs gets picked off. Fargo is slowly chipping away at this army, and I think based on that 1V going down, I think Tumstep might be playing this wrong. I think he should have tried to kill that base still. He's just kind of ran into a really dangerous position here. And I know you kind of need to stop this area, but would it not be better to try and clear that with Auroras once you've cleared this position? Because Fargo now is on an insane amount of cash. Okay, Tumstep's still running around with these Vs. He's getting search and destroy soon. Demo bikes are coming out, though. He does have the demolitions upgrade already from the palace. Fargo collecting on the mid. There is a demo trap up here, so Tumstep needs to be very careful. I think he's seen it twice. Oh, he has seen it. Yeah, he has seen it. Another V falls, though. That's very bad news. There's a demo bike coming in from the back. Wipes out another V. Tumstep has lost his oil. There's a TNT in the base. Gets the dozer. I think Fargo's done it, you know. The fact that he's killing these Vs and also now got the dozer and the strat in the base, I think Fargo has done it. Gonna get a Vet 2V. Needs to put it inside of that one, actually. There's another worker and another demo trap here, but Fargo is just all over the map. Still collecting on his main base. I think Tumstep really needed to clear that main base. That, even though it was difficult because of the RPG situation, he needed to do some decent micro and clear that main base. You can't let him on that. Because then it would have been a lot easier to clear up the rest of the map. Yo, Lolerdin, thank you very much for the donation. When, what does he say? When Boxy, when Piddocks? Whatever that means. Demo bike coming in again. Doesn't kill anything though. Fargo is still there with a rebel, and he has the demolition upgrade. So could have killed that rebel, but sorry, could have killed the ranger. But do you see now, if that base had been cleared before, and then Tumstep's now clearing this, do you see how much easier that makes it? Fargo would now be isolated to this bottom left position. Continued TNTs from Fargo. He's going to get the double there. Beautiful. That is really beautiful. Tumstep's base is left wrecked. Fargo coming in to try and deny this. If Tumstep can get some EMPs in some decent places... Oh, no way! Oh, man. Oh, DoMiNaToR just eliminates his 3 main Vs in the middle. Tunnel gets up, and now that other V there is in danger. Yeah, Fargo's slowly creeping out across the map. He's got 6... We had 6k in the bag now, 5k. Tumstep still collecting in his main base. But Fargo's just building markets everywhere. Building a scud here. Another TNT coming in from Fargo. He's just been able to come in for free here every single time. Is that a tech RPG this time? Not sure, but Fargo, in my view, is just too well established now as the GLA. Good games. Sad those army looks.
You have been defeated.
Well, in this particular case, yeah, Super Metal might be weaker, but you could say that Tumstep started off too slow, too cold, went 5-1 down, did a bit of a comeback there, but Fargo was able to close it out, and Fargo and all of these sets that he's been playing against high-level players lately has obviously paid off. He was on a real roll there, building multiple CCs in his base multiple times. I think we've reached 841 viewers, which is really good for the quarterfinals. And then hopefully we'll be back with the other games and the other sets very, very soon. We'll have a look at the bracket in a second. Okay. The bracket. Okay, so Fargo beats Tumstep. 7-4 is the score in the end. Fargo wants to do an interview. Let's call him since he wants to speak. Get the music off. Yo, Fargo.
Hi.
Yo, that was some very impressive 0.
Thank you. I think it was quite good games. I'm not sure what he meant with the army luck, because we had one, well, maybe he was thinking about in China, but it was very close both ways. Good map for balance, so I don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, true. I thought he was talking about the last game where he had to play the super weapon against Demo.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think you're right as well. Probably the Inf China being 1-1 matchups and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah. But I mean, I was worried for a bit. I honestly expected him to do a drop because he was passive, and so there's 2 ways to do it. You can camp, but on this map the camp doesn't work because you will be too big, and there's other way to basically, yeah, you have to drop. And when he dropped, somehow, even though I expected a drop, I had like 2 technicals. I had a whole map, but 2 technicals, so that was really a disaster.
Yeah, that drop was looking a bit dangerous for you at one point, but then I think you had enough RPGs inside of your tunnel, so every time you went close to your tunnel, you were doing damage to the V, so I think that holding that right side, the bottom right side base, I think helped you win that one.
Yeah, otherwise he can drop a dozer, maybe build supply as well there. Could be different game. I pushed the palace when I straight away got a palace when I was like, okay, I need 2 demo bikes and I can still hold his push.
Yeah, you did a brutal demo bike attack in the middle. It killed like 3 of his Vs, and then when that hit, I knew this set was kind of coming to an end.
I didn't even pay attention. Usually I like to pay attention, but this time I didn't.
I suppose that's the thing about demo bikes. You can click it and happily look away. You don't really need to look, do you?
Yeah, that's just too strong. It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, GG, well played. We liked all the CCs in the base. You were clearly on a big wave of momentum. It looked really good. And I think...
I know. the score was like 5-1, and then he almost came back. Did you see that first game that I sold my main supply in like 2 seconds?
I actually didn't see that, no, but that's still kind of impressive that you still won.
I don't know how did that happen. I know I sold my command center, and I'm seeing like, oh, supply is disappearing as well. I said, okay, that will be fun. But yeah, close games.
Yeah.
I don't know. First game, I don't know what was his plan about first game, and then it said. Usually, I always like when I play against someone really quite good. I often give them a lead. I don't know what's up with me with this, but I do the same in tennis or whatever, and then I crawl back. But this time, I was ahead, and yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah. I was surprised you started off so well because you were asking me for a warm up 40 minutes before the set. And I thought, surely he's been doing like a 2-hour warm-up.
Well, this time I decided not to do that as much because I felt like when I play in the morning, I'm like so fresh, playing much better. So in that case, I was thinking I'm not playing anything until World Series.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, 1 hour left. I started asking maybe a few people, and then I see, oh, everyone is busy, whatever. And thanks for Rafe. He's coming back in last minute, so he warmed me up in GLA mirrors. Oh, that was good.
Nice. So next round, then you'll probably be against Vivid, but unless Lift Truck manages to pull off an upset, what chance do you give Lift Truck, and then what chance do you give yourself against the winner of that?
I think Lift Truck would have a chance, but I think he's still mentally weak. It seems like he. I mean, it's true. Like whenever he plays against Tumstep size, he just struggles straight away. He knows he's gonna lose. Somehow against me, he doesn't have that, even though he loses most of the time. But I think it's gonna be. I wish Lift Truck would do good just for the viewers, but I still think it's gonna be like 7-3, let's say. GLA mirrors can help him. I think he's decent at GLA mirrors. And then me against Vivid, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be. Well, I don't want to say it, but I don't know. The lag will affect a lot, so I'll have to try my best to push it to stream of replays. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but we'll see how it goes. But hopefully I win. Let's say 7-6.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. Yeah, that'll be a really interesting one. Maybe like regarding the lag and distance, maybe it just needs to be one English streamer. Maybe that should be me actually, and then we the Russians can watch the replays. I don't know, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, thank you so much for DoMiNaToR for streaming, and obviously thank you so much for the sponsors. That's why I came back for this biggest tournament. Yeah. Thanks for the fans, and thank you guys, all of you.
Cool. Yeah, GG's Fargo. Well played, and good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
GG's. Okay, guys, you heard it there from the legend himself. He picks Vivid to win the next semi-final, something like 7-3 against Lift Truck, and then he hopes he can do it 7-6 or something like that in the next round. I do think, because Vivid is from like the Far East, like Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, Fargo being from the UK, maybe we do need to have just one streamer for that. Maybe it'll... I don't know who that's going to be. A nickname will decide. But yeah, that is something to take into consideration if you have a streamer from Russia, a streamer from the UK, Vivid from Malaysia, Fargo obviously from the UK. That could impact things. But I think the games I've been seeing, I think Vivid's games have been actually pretty fast. But it does impact the game, even if it's like 15, 18 latency, can impact things. And then over on the right-hand side, don't forget, we've got Size Marikar yet to happen. And we've got Staz versus Excalib in the top right. Last year, Staz really gave Excalib a run for his money. It was 6-7 in the end for Excal. But is Staz on as good a form this year as he was last year? I would put that into question. However, he does seem to be performing very well with Tumstep in 2v2s at the minute. I saw him winning quite heftily in a 2v2 challenge against Size and Ammo yesterday. I know 2v2 is very different. But if he converts that into a 1v1 level play as well, then... maybe Staz can pull off the upset, but I still think Excal is heavy favourite to win the whole thing. But we shall see. GG's. Cheers to everyone that joined. It was really, really fun tonight. I really enjoyed these games. And I will see you, hopefully, very, very soon. GG.